I gotta tell my Drake story. I'll probably tell on the next Black Print episode. But yeah, Drake don't fuck with when shit comes out before it's supposed to. I got a very good story about that.
It's about the black truck's about to be outside my fucking.
Nah, you good. And this is just me purely speculating. I just know how Drake is. Like, he's very much in the moment. Like, if you look at what he's done in his career, he's like, yo, this is the hot shit right now. I'm about to jump on it. So that's the hot shit.
Are you going to any of the shows in LA?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the one on the 22nd. I think it's the last LA show actually. I'm actually be in New York this weekend. I think I get out there Saturday. But yeah, just moving on. I want to talk a little bit about just your ear, man. I think Zini was doing the new LA playlist and doing like all the different cities, and he tapped you to do the New York. And just tell me about how that came about and just like your role there.
Yeah, I mean he definitely tapped me and he asked me, if you think, he was like, yo, you would be the perfect person for the new New York and the new East Coast. So I've been doing it for about like 2 years. I like it, man. Being able to come in and let alone meet new people and meet new artists and stuff like that, and also just help with artists' careers and feel like you're kind of pushing something forward. Playlisting or programming it's fun. It's fun, man. I think people do rely on it a little too much, and it does sometimes feel like the Illuminati. I feel like the playlisting Illuminati, just people just trying to find out who does this and who does that and who can place this and who can place that. Sometimes it turns into that, but other than that, I think I think it's fun. It's fun breaking music. It's fun seeing something react or seeing something take off, or an artist come to you and be like, you added me to the new New York, and then next like I had this and so many plays and this and that, and you're just like, wow, okay, like that's tight. That's tight.
Yeah, no, you're literally able to change someone's life through a playlist, which is wild to say in this day and age, but that's the next step of the industry. So I'm glad you're out there giving, independent and new artists that chance, because it's a lot of, like we talked about earlier, it's a lot of gatekeeping and a lot of just like, I got to work the analytics and the algorithm and feed that. But you stepped outside the box and giving people, new artists that, we're going to know for generations to come. One of those artists being Ice Spice. She was absolutely, our first time I seen Ice Spice was probably through you and Gabe on the radar. And it's like, it damn near happened simultaneously. So just tell us about how you heard about her and just like how you decided to put her on the playlist.
No one's really asked me the story like this. So like, this is kind of tight. So I knew Riot, the producer. I just knew him a little bit. He would kind of be in the same circles as my homie Lunchbox. He'd be in the same circles as Lunchbox, kind of. This was like years back, maybe like 2017 or 2018, but like never met him in person, just mutuals through online and stuff. Fast forward to I guess whenever they're about to drop her first song or first video, I followed the videographer. His name is Wonton. He dropped this video and his Bully. It was called Bully Ice Spice. And I seen it, and this was right when like drill was like popping off. Like it's like everything is happening right now. It feels good. K Flock's doing his thing. It's like drill. It was like the birth of like New York diss rap drill. So it was the energy of the city was hard. It was crazy. It was cool. I seen that video. I was like, hold up a second. This is kind of hard. Like this is decent. Like she kind of snapping. She's talking that shit. The beat's hard. This and that. Blah blah blah. Like it was hard. So I was like, I hear her. I was like, yo, I'm putting this on the playlist. Blah blah blah. She responded back ASAP because back then she was just a budding artist, an aspiring artist, someone trying to do anything, and me picking up her first song and able to just throw it on the playlist, that meant a lot to her, and it meant a lot to Riot. So that's kind of where the relationship started, and I actually believed in I believed in the record and the artist. It wasn't like anything like oh, I'm just throwing this on here because whatever, blah blah blah. Like I really liked it. Like it was cool. It was hard to me. You know, and also it was tight that she appreciated it too, because a lot of people don't even appreciate it. They just be like, okay, cool, thanks. Like she really appreciated it, and that's kind of how the relationship started through me Ice and then Riot, and what I'm saying, just be able to help them with every new song that they kind of dropped or this and that, placing things there, doing all types of things like that. So when Munch started to take off and everything really started to take off, and even I guess on the radar, it's funny because Gabe tells me that I'm the one that put him onto it. So it's yeah, it's crazy. He was like, yeah, you were really the first one to put me onto it. So that's why we even brought her up to the on the radar, because I mean she seemed like you was liking it, she was valid, and then after that on the radar, it's out of here. And if it's kind of funny, I think she still has it up. But if you go to Ice Spice's IG page, she has my comment pinned on the radar post, and it's it's like I said I called this so early, like proud of you, blah 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 blah, and that is kind of crazy to me still, because how big she is and where she's at now is it's something I didn't even see her predict this. I thought she would be decent. I thought this stuff would be cool, but this is next level. This is next level.
Yeah, no, man, that's a great story. That's crazy. Like I literally saw it on your page. I'm like, yo, what's this? And now I think I seen the on the radar thing after. And I was like, okay, like this is like, it's funny. Everyone kind of took it as a joke on the radar freestyle, but I was like, yo, it's something here. And it's just crazy how, your story is just such a genuine, like, artist come up. And everyone thinks she's like this industry plan who's like just planted here and the industry is just putting all this money into her. But it's like, nah, she's genuinely out here doing her thing. And it caught someone's ear, and now it's wildfire. So, those are the type of stories I love to hear. And I'm glad that, you're able to tell the story here, because it's so many people that have a misconception about her and who she is. And it's like, yo, she's just a girl from the Bronx who just made
it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, bro. Me and Jordy talk about it all the time. We haven't seen an artist like this come out the gate and not miss yet. Like this, everything is a home run. Everything she's doing right now is a loaded bases, home run. It's getting ridiculous. So in a good way, but I'm proud of them, proud of Riot. It's wild to see what she's doing right now, bro. I can't believe it half the time I look at it. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, and big shout out to Riot, man. I think, him being the architect of that sound, it's like, it's very much like Cash Cobain. It's like, it's bringing something different to this drill scene. And as soon as he's ready to step out from just producing her music, he's going to be a multi-millionaire. Because it's like, I want him to do some shit with Nicki. Like, I think the Barbie record is fire. And I'm like, if Nicki kind of tapped into that sound for her album, like, she'd have a whole new energy and just kind of like, definitely get back to where she should be. So shout out to him. That's amazing, man. I'm glad you're able to tell that story here for real, because that's a super exclusive.
Hey, Pink Friday 2's on the way. Don't worry. You might hear some. That actually is a good call out. You might hear some Riot on Nicki's record.
Yeah, Nicki would be a fool not to have at least 2 Riot joints on there, if not the full project.
Like, just a full Riot album.
I mean, he sounds so good over his production. Like, she already got 2 records with him, and they're both smashes. And like, yeah, I don't know. I think Nicki needs to kind of like, she needs to go to the well and tap into New York and like, I mean, shit. Nicki and Cash Cobain, Nicki and Riot. Like, I think those are the things she needs to do to kind of get back to that queen dominance that she's had.
Have you guys seen Barbie yet?
No, I haven't seen it either. J5 has, but we haven't seen it yet.
Well, if you guys ever see Barbie, the ending credits song is the Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj song. So, when I went to the movie theater and seen it and the ending credits come on, that they play the song so loud, I swear to God, the whole movie theater turned into the club, bro. I've never seen I've never seen something like that ever in my life.
It had all the old white ladies in there nodding their heads.
Everybody was just drunk, bro. It was crazy, bro. Sure. It was insane. It was insane.
and it fit. Like the thing that was crazy was that the song like fit in at the ending because it had all the generations of Barbie like animated on that shit. I was like, yo, like Ice Spice really fucking made it. Like this shit is crazy.
Yeah, bro. That shit blew my mind, bro. And then they was talking about it was the biggest song in the world, and like I finally put two and two together. I was like, oh, the ending credits boosted it. Crazy. Like,
yeah, I gotta check that out this weekend. I saw the Ninja Turtle movie, which is amazing. I wish I had a good song for that.
that shit was fire. I seen that too. That was fire.
You guys will be happy that I'm finally catching Spider-Man now that it's on VOD pretty soon.
Jesus
so
Christ, you're such a
You hit this
disappointment, bro.
You're tired. You're terrible. You're literally terrible.
You're such a disappointment, bro. I can't believe it.
I gotta cop it.
I was gonna say your girl Coyle Ray got a big song in that record. I love that self-love record.
Oh yeah, I love that song too. Whew. It's a great song. It's a great song.
That's our favorite one. Well, man, shit, we got our hour mark. Bruh, Will, I appreciate you so much, man. Like, this is one of my favorite episodes. We definitely gonna clip up the Ice Spice part and make sure we get that online and just make sure that story gets told, man, because you're really a legend for that. Like, when they look back at the Ice Spice story and they do the documentary and all this other little shit about her, you're going to be an important part of that origin story, man. So I'll make sure that they tap you in for that interview and just tell this story because I can't, like, she has a meteoric rise and it's happened in such a short time, but she's so big right now. And it's like, it's so much conversation around her and it's like, it's still the beginning. Like, that's the thing that people don't understand. Like, it's still very much the beginning.
Yeah, I don't see it slowing down anytime soon.
Me neither.
Yeah.
And honestly, shout out to her team for acknowledging you and getting you that plaque because, like, that's important, man. I think they got to really. I'm happy when these superstars pay homage to the people who were there from the beginning because, like, that's why they're where they're at, and it's like she absolutely wouldn't be where she was at without you.
Yeah. Yeah, man.